Krav Maga is a dynamic, modern and effective fighting and self-defense system developed in Israel. People of all ages, sizes and shapes can practice it. Imi Littenfeld back in 1930s developed Krav Maga. It is a type of military tactic for self-defense. The Israeli Defense Forces of Israel developed Krav Maga. This style is highly effective for professional fighters and ordinary citizens. Krav Maga makes its practitioners ready for different types of threatening scenarios such as ground situations, multiple attackers, knife threats, and many others. It also blends different styles of judo, wrestling, and boxing. Different street fighting fundamentals are also included in Krav Maga. It is a versatile form of martial arts. It is not a sport exactly, but it makes you prepared for any situation. Kendo is a Japanese martial art closely related to the samurai. Kendo started its journey over 200 years ago. It was developed by the samurais who used Judo, swords, in combat. Kendo is a style of martial arts that teaches you how to make use of katana. Katana is a Japanese blade mainly used in wars. You will learn how to use katana in different sequences and ranges. You will need protective gear and a bamboo-made sword while getting training on Kendo. The word Kendo originated from Kenjutsu. Kenjutsu was very popular in Japan throughout the Edo era. With time Kendo has evolved into a popular sport. In competitions, Kendo has a point system also. Above all, Kendo keeps Kenjutsu's spirit alive. How? It teaches the practitioners about lethal sword skills. The brave samurai once used these fatal sword skills. It is a form of self-defense or martial art that depends on wrestling, grappling and techniques of submission to overcome an opponent. BJJ originated from Judo in 1882. Jigoro Kano coined this style of martial art. The term BJJ or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is derived from Japanese Jujitsu. It is a unique martial arts form that was developed to pick the most practical and valuable techniques. In contrast to Judo or Jujitsu, throws and takedowns are not too crucial in BJJ. However, this different martial arts form will prepare you to use the size of your opponents against them. It is a good style in combat scenarios. You can neutralize your opponents by using choke and joint locks. BJJ helps you get prepared to defend yourself from any attack on the back. Also, it discovers exceptional methods to execute a reversal so as to get a dominant position. Jeet Kune is a street combat system or martial art. It offers technical and philosophical knowledge. Jeet Kune was popularized by Bruce Lee back in 1969. Do you know who developed Jeet Kune? Can you guess? Yes, you are right. It's Bruce Lee who developed it. Jeet Kune combines techniques and principles of karate, judo, Wing Chun, and boxing. This combination is highly powerful in producing a spontaneous and active fighting style. The term Jeet Kune means the way to intercept fists. This style of martial arts heavily concentrates on combining offense and defense as well. It prioritizes the quickest counterattacks. The strategies and styles of Jeet Kune match with the philosophy of Bruce Lee. The students of Jeet Kune learn how to respond to any situation instead of living with it. Muay Thai is a martial arts style based on strikes. It uses the feet, shins, knees, elbows and hands for striking. It is also called Thai boxing. Muay Thai began its journey thousands of years ago. It was practiced to protect the country against invaders. Muay Boran is called the predecessor of Muay Thai. Muay Thai is a powerful style of stand-up striking. Many fighters in different divisions of MMA organizations highly appreciate the effectiveness of Muay Thai. They use it as the initial striking method. When you practice Muay Thai, you'll have to use 8 body parts. Why and what are these? It is because Muay Thai helps you to deliver some robust strikes. You will use your elbows, knees, legs and hands. Besides strikes, you will learn about high-pressure techniques for clinching in Muay Thai. Clinching techniques will deteriorate an average person when messed up with a pro. The practitioners of Muay Thai also get training in takedowns and sweeps to counteract kicks and earn points in the matches. It is another martial art type. Karate is a self-defense and unarmed combat system that focuses on the weak parts of the attacker's body. Karate began its journey back in 1900s. Though it was developed in Japan, Chinese martial arts influenced it most. In 1950s karate was spread out worldwide. To defeat the opponent, karate uses different kicks and punches. When you practice karate, you will learn different techniques such as staff and swords. Different variations of karate are available. Each variation prioritizes various karate aspects like weapon training or katas. However, all the variations will teach several fundamental techniques of karate that are very powerful. It is a non-aggressive, modern form of martial art originated in Japan. In the early 20th century, Aikido was founded by Morihei Ueshiba. It doesn't involve any offensive moves. The mildest form of martial arts is Aikido. It specializes in neutralizing a combative situation but won't cause any harm. So, how does Aikido work? It works by setting up the control of your enemy with the wrist lock. Also, it attempts many different takedowns and throws. While practicing Aikido, you and your opponent will need to eliminate all types of resistance. Why? It is to avoid any wound with the throws and locks. In practice, Aikido is amazing to witness. It includes incredible meditative properties. However, the combat effectiveness of Aikido doesn't match other forms of martial arts. This is because Aikido doesn't focus on making someone number one or champion, rather it insists on helping someone reaching his own highest level. Most importantly, martial arts don't prioritize on making you a winner but growing your inner self. Judo is a type of martial art. It is a dynamic and tremendous combat sport demanding mental discipline and physical prowess. Combining Jujitsu, Judo was founded in 1882. Originating in Japan, Judo is now recognized worldwide as a sport in the Olympics. Judo has many different styles as well. All the Judo styles use different takedowns and throws to defeat the enemies and neutralize any aggressive situation. Though Judo derives from the Jujitsu, it specializes in chokes, trips, joint locks, throws, and sweeps. The Judo techniques don't include any deadly methods. Therefore it is one of the safest martial arts for sports. If you want to learn self-defense, Judo can be the best type of martial art intended for you. Still, you will find some moderate striking methods, but don't worry if you face any practical combat situation. A basic Judo throw can weaken your enemy. It is also the best type of martial arts you can learn. Kung Fu refers to a Chinese martial art. It is designed to purify the mind and body. The Shaolin Temple is the birthplace of Kung Fu. At this place, monks practiced it for self-defense and health while they were on their search for enlightenment. Kung Fu has different styles and variations, such as Shaolin, Tai Chi, Wing Chun, etc. All the styles of Kung Fu differ in their techniques. However, all the styles stick to the same root principle. In Kung Fu, it is vital to strike fast and hard. You will have to combine your power with speed to defeat your enemies quickly. The practitioners of Kung Fu also learn different weapon skills. They discover the use of various weapons such as spears, staffs, swords, and so on. It is the most scientific and systematic traditional Korean martial art type. Taekwondo traces its roots in 600 AD royal court and tribal fighting systems, but modern Taekwondo began back in 1940s. Taekwondo introduced many different and superb kicking techniques and styles to the combat world. Kicks of Taekwondo evolve into fun or flashy techniques. Practitioners who are professional in tricking perform these techniques. This style of martial arts can adapt to a unique style that matches other types of fighting. But due to its nature, different schools or training institutes teach Taekwondo, making it considerably less threatening.